Hello everyone, this is Kamal Hassan, and today I will be presenting about security issues associated with the Bring Your Own Device program. And simply Bring Your Own Device program is that program that's lately emerging into businesses, and businesses of all kinds are kind of adopting it regardless of the corporate size. uh, they're adopting it because it offers many benefits for the businesses from one side, and from the and to employees on the other side. For the businesses, it significantly reduces the cost for providing hardware to employees, and for the employees themselves, it gives them more flexibility of, of them using what they need uh, with regard to the devices. And it's noticeable that it has this program has increased the employees' productivity. So, however, um, shortly after businesses adopted this program, there is many security issues rise due to misuse of, of this program. So as a researcher, I reviewed many literature about this issue, and I found a huge gap in addressing the relationship between security effectiveness and from one side, and perceived security and management support from the other side. And that came from the idea that it's noticeable that bring your own device users are violating and excessively violating the security policies that's being delivered by the security management of of their corporates. So the need for this study was threefold. First, it provide better management for information system. Second, it tackles device security. And third, it provides data protection by generating secure access methods. For sure, there is a significant relevance of this study, and that significance is threefold. First, it gaining gaining better understanding of bring your own device security policies, then provides precise countermeasure for advanced data integrity and confidentiality, and lastly, it reduces the number of security breaches due employee uh, uh, utilizing corporate resources without uh, appropriate level of knowledge. And on the other hand, the significance of the study is twofold. First, it outpaced security policy, control, and risk mitigation, and then uh, devices are out of organizations' physical security policy, and they are at high risk with those employees. So, based on all of that, the research question that this study is trying to answer reads as follows: what is the effect of management support and perceived security on security effectiveness, and thus bring your own device program security policy and compliances? And in fact, this main question comprises two questions. And the first question number one, would be what is the effect of management support on security effectiveness, and thus bring your own device program security policy. And the second question would be, what is the effect of perceived security on security effectiveness, and thus bring your own device program security policy and compliances. So the approach by the researcher is to gather information and collect data using a web-based um, survey, and that survey is based on Likert scale approach, and that approach is used because it has been proven by many researchers that it's so reliable and in collecting data. And the population and the sample for this study, the population would be all companies that's adopting the bring your own device program, and the sample would be the users and employees within those companies. So after putting the survey online and the data is collected, one of the major steps that will be taken by the researcher is to pre-analyze the data screening, or do data screening just to make sure that there is nothing wrong with that data, because the analysis is going to depend on the reliability and the completeness of that data. So the overall challenges and limitation for this study is that would be the low number of participants. So to overcome this challenge, the researcher will adopt and maintain and extend the deadline for those surveys to be completed, and then send reminder email to participants just to encourage them to fill out the survey. And also, if that does not work, the researcher is planning to use incentive surveys, so such as giving a prize or run like a lottery on the pool of the participants, or pay a lump sum amount of money to each participant. That's the researcher believes that's would encourage people to fill out those surveys. Then the researcher is planning to use the SPSS software and actually transfer the data collected from those surveys and just transfer them to this software and start analyzing this and just find out what is the relationship as for those factors. So and just as a reminder, management support perceived security will be independent variable, and the security effectiveness would be the independent variable. So this is all I can say about this research. Thank you so much for listening.